Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another Hardcore Ironman progress video here today on the road to all collections. In this video, we are going to be having the TETRACOMPASS opening that we got last week. We, if you guys remember, got 99 Archaeology in last week's video, and on our way there, I completed 60 of the Ceredominist 2 collections, which gave me a bunch of TETRACOMPASSes. I think I had 19 as a result of that opening originally, and then I've gotten several more throughout this week, so we actually have a total of 27 TETRACOMPASSes to open for this video, because pretty much still all I've been doing is Archaeology. At the moment on my Hardcore Ironman, I am rank 2 on the high scores, and I'm going to keep pushing, try and get up to that rank 1, but I'll talk more about the current status once I'm in the end of these clips. But this is all going to be post commentary because a lot of the time I was opening these, there was a lot of like background noise and stuff, and I didn't have the ability to do the live recording. But without further ado, let's jump into the first clip, which, as you can see, is going to be the 19 TETRACOMPASS openings. We have 19 caskets in the inventory, and we're going to start opening them. I will zoom in for this. But this was just about the biggest nightmare of a clip to record and then to edit back over afterwards. And I'll explain why in a minute here. But first one, basically what we're looking for here, you guys, is, I mean, I saw the crystal key, maybe got a little triggered, thought it could have been one of the keys you need for the case, but we want 2 tomes whenever possible, and then binding contracts, and then the materials are always good. But there's nothing else that we're really looking for in general, so mainly looking at the tomes and the and for binding contracts, and then maybe if we get some good materials, and master clues are always nice. That Tryst key is pretty cool. But yeah, as you can see, I'm opening them fine, and I'm taking out the materials into my inventory, and the reason I'm doing that is because I wanted to have all the materials I got from this all in one place. As you can see, we got some binding contracts here, which I was very happy about because we were running quite low on water fiends. But like I was saying, I'm taking the materials out of my inventory because I wanted to see all the materials I got from this entire opening. And right now, it's no problem. I'm even taking the tomes out because this was before I knew you could open it and keep the tomes in there. So I'm even taking out the tomes, and I'm just, doing everything like I think would work. And I'm continuing to open them while all those materials are in my inventory with no problem, like almost a full inventory of materials at this point. And as you can see, we get a bunch of rune salvage from that one, some decent GP. But then all of a sudden, after this one right here, it stops letting me opening them and says I need 25 inventory spaces. And then from here on out, I had to keep like running back and forth from the bank to the desk to study the tomes and bank my materials. And on top of that, my bank was getting full. Like I basically stopped by the end of this, my bank was completely full, and I couldn't even store stuff in it anymore. And it was like just such a pain to get all these open. I'm not check that out. We got the Praetorian staff, obviously level 114 Archaeology required for that, and 2 tomes. But yeah, it was a huge pain. I had to keep running back and forth from the bank to the desk to study the tomes, bank the materials, and I just don't know why it randomly started restricting me once I got, once I'd already opened several of them with like a full inventory. It just didn't make sense to me. So there are a lot of cuts here where I'm running to the bank and stuff, but these are just going by. Kind of strange to me that there are God pages in these things. I'm not sure why they decided to include those. Seems a bit stands out a little bit compared to like the other rewards, I guess. But yeah, you can see this one, we're at the bank. And then ever since this, whenever I open even one, it says you need to have 25 inventory spaces to open it. So you basically need an empty inventory. It just really kind of pissed me off which just randomly started making me, making me have inventory space when I didn't need it for the first like 7 or 8 or however many that was. But yeah, I don't know. It was just a pain in the ass. But moving forward here, we still haven't gotten anything too great. The tomes, it does average out to 1.5 tomes pretty much always. And there you can see my bank was full. But yeah, I mean, nothing really huge to speak of. There's not a whole lot that you can get that's really, really great from these, of course, aside from the distorted or shadow key or whatever they're called, and the binding contracts for me. Like pretty much any of these materials I'm getting are just good to have because I'll need them at some point most likely. So it's really there's not really a single material I want to get a lot of, or if there were, I guess maybe it would be Tyrian purple because you need so much of that at the level 118 spot, and I'll be at that spot until 200 mil. So yeah, but I don't think we really did get a whole lot of Tyrian purple in this. And by the way, because of all the clues I've been getting from these, I think I probably have like over 50 master clues in my bank on this account, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, once we get done with archaeology, I might do a big clue opening. 50 more binding contracts in that previous one, by the way. So we're now up to 100 total. And I just got level 100 in the clip there from the tomes, as I have had to been handing them in, which is a bit annoying, but still nice to see. That was what I was hoping to get pretty much from this entire 60 collections of the restorations and the compasses. I was hoping to get level 100, and we did manage to hit that. Nice collection of the colored things there. And that was the last one for the 19 opening. So yeah, we are done with that now. And as you can see in the bank, these are all the things that I got from it. Bank is still full, can't even bank the stuff in my inventory, but yeah, quite a lot of materials. You can see over 1,000 white oak. That's the one that really stands out to me, and then just kind of like a middling amount of all the others. And I'm just trying to take out what I can, but yeah, that is everything. I couldn't fit all the materials. There's like 300 Tyrian purple there that I can't fit in my inventory because I have a full inventory at that point, but still a very, very large amount of materials. I think these things are definitely worth doing easily on Ironman because both the materials and the tomes, of course, the tomes on their own I think would make it worth it, but the materials on top of that is really good. Even if you might get some you don't need at the moment, you'll most likely need some down the line. Next up here we have 3 more opening, and as you can see we got another 50 binding contracts there, which was very nice. This was quite a bit later on after those 19, so we had used a decent amount of the water fiends. And here we go again with the 25 inventory spaces required. Massive pain in the ass, but we're going to open another one up. And we get the rune salvage that time, 2 tomes, and I wonder if I remember yet that you can actually just open them and leave the tome in there. I do. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. And we have 3 tomes in there now. That's just how it just stacks up in there. So those 3, I mean, nothing too great, but we did get another 50 binding contracts, which is very, very nice, as the water fiends are actually a super huge help, especially at those places which are really far from the bank. You're going to need even more pouches so you can make the straight flush scrolls to bank all the stuff that they have. But yeah, bank space is still really struggling here. I wish they would give us more bank space. They only gave us 50 with this update, and there are way more than 50 items that have been introduced into the game. And I have max bank space purchased as well. Next up here we have one, I think that's a single one, right? Yeah, 1 tetra compass opening. And we get 2 tomes, so you can't really complain about that. So that's always probably the best thing you want to get. It also seems maybe that it's 50-50 on whether you get a master clue or an elite clue. I'm not sure about that, but that's just like my anecdotal evidence, or not even evidence, just my, from doing quite a few of them, that's what I have kind of noticed, but could be wrong. But yeah, these next couple clips I think are all just singular openings, because at this point I was only getting them obviously just from doing it randomly, and it's so annoying that you need 25 inventory spaces. I don't think I've ever gotten 25 items from a single compass that I can remember. And I'm just kind of raging because it started to piss me off. Like, it seems like it's definitely an excessive amount of inventory space. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess you maybe, I mean, that's only 19 items. So, right? That's 10. No, that's 8. 17 items. Yeah, that's only 17 items. I don't know. Like, I've never seen it. It rarely even goes on to the 3rd row, so I don't see how they can justify making you have 25 inventory spaces to open the thing. It's kind of crazy, and I think it's about to happen to me again here. I always have that Empyrean Citadel teleport because I get the Armadillion yellow from there most of the time. And I usually will have to, go get most of the colors. I usually don't have any saved up, so I have to go get them when I want to do an opening. This time I didn't try to open it. At least I went to the bank first. And we get yet another 50 binding contracts. So we have been able to sustain our water fiends pretty easily with just doing the tetra compasses. So I'm pretty happy with that. I was hoping that would be possible because I definitely wasn't about to go farm up some hellfire metal and whatever. I think you need blood of Orcus to make those. So that would have been a huge pain in the ass. But yeah, we opened up another one there. Only one single tome, which is unfortunate. The Blood of Orcus was nice. I think this was the time I was in the Caradet area, which requires a ton of Blood of Orcus. I think the level 107 area is that one. Like 64 Blood of Orcus for one of the artifacts there, which is a huge pain. I had to do a ton of caches for that to finish off that area. But this is the final one right here, number 27. I believe, and we are about to open it. Oh yeah, oh my god, you might have just seen that in my bank. I will talk about that a little bit more, but yeah, if you saw it, I really can't believe that happened. But anyways, we get our only single tome this time, a full Triskelion key, which is kind of cool. I think I probably have like 20 of those in my bank now, but nothing too great. And now we're jumping into the live clip here. So you guys might have seen it in that last clip, but yesterday I actually got a Blurberry special from a Saren Spirit. I was honestly kind of expecting to get one at some point because you do get quite a few of them while doing archaeology, and yeah, it does kind of suck to see it happen, but you know, you can't really expect to get a Hazelmere Signet ring without getting at least a few Blurberry specials in your time. But yeah, I did actually get one, and could have been a Hazelmere Signet ring. 1 in 10 chance missed if you don't know. So yeah, pretty tragic thing to see. But anyways, as you guys can see right now, I am currently in the Stormguard Citadel. I'm up at the Howell's Workshop location doing the Ethereum Forge spots. I am currently level 112 Archaeology, and I'm 4 mil XP off of 113. And I have been cape boosting pretty much as often as I could. I did the 107 place at 106, and I did that until I think 108 or maybe 109. I think I did it until 109 because the level 109 spot at Everlight was terrible for like movement abilities, and you had to walk a decent way to get to one of the plots. And I also needed to complete some additional Zeros 3 collections for some more pylon batteries and chronotes. And then at 109, I cape boosted inside the Warforge at the 110 spot. And then let me think, at 110, I cape boosted, you can probably see it from up here. Yeah, down there, I cape boosted to that spot, which is 111. And then at 111, I cape boosted for this spot, and now I'm 112. And there is no spot that's 113. So I'm just staying here until level 113, and then I'm going to go cape boost at Caradet once again. And I'm going to do the Praetorian Remains until level 117, and then I'll cape boost for the War Table Debris. And I'm going to be doing Zeros 4 collections all the way to 120 and 200 mil because based on my calculations, I think that's the best thing to do for Ironman because those pylon batteries are a very, very big XP boost to doing that collection, and it does make it better than just camping the level 119 spot at Warforge or even doing the Warforge collection for TETRACOMPASSes because TETRACOMPASS pieces are less XP per collection than a stack of 100 pylon batteries. So yeah, that's pretty much my plan. I mean, I don't have a whole lot else to say about anything because all I've been doing all week is archaeology, and that'll probably be the same case next week as well. I am trying to go for rank 1 at the moment. Let me see where I am. I know that the current rank 1 is logged in and has been logged in for a bit. He's at currently level 113, and he's cape boosting at the 114 spot. The reason I know that is because my main account is currently training at the level 107 spot in the same area, and he's, I can see him. But yeah, I'm hoping I can catch up to him. I'm currently 40, what is my XP? 48 mil XP, and he on the high scores, he's 53 mil, so 5 mil XP behind. That's less XP behind than I have been. So that's like I've gained a little bit of traction, and I think once I get to the 114 spot, I'll be getting the same XP rates, and maybe if I just play more, I'll be able to catch up. But we'll have to wait and see on that because I'm sure he's got some XP stocked up since he's last logged out. So I may be falling behind a little bit more than that, but I did just wake up a couple hours ago, so I've got the whole day now to continue training and going hard. I've been grinding pretty hard for this. I am a little over 2 mil XP ahead of the third place person. So it's pretty much, in my eyes, just a competition between me and the number one guy at this point. See if I can overtake him. And we're just about 1/4 of the way to 200 mil. So, let's keep it going here, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the skill. I really have been enjoying it a lot. The mysteries have been really cool. I actually just yesterday solved the Vault of Shadows mystery on my main account, figured it all out myself, and it was really, really cool. Probably, Caradet is probably, in my opinion, the best dig site in terms of all the things that there are there and all the mysteries and everything, how it comes together. The Infernal Source has the couple cool mysteries there, but Caradet's ones are, in my opinion, a bit better, especially the Vault of Shadows one was really cool. And also it has like the pylons and stuff. Like, I've barely trained at all at the Infernal Source. I don't think I've been there since like level 80 or something, to be honest with you. Because there's a level 110 spot there, but it doesn't give you all the materials you need from it, and the one at Warforge does, so it didn't make sense to go there. And I don't think I'm gonna, I'm actually not gonna train there at all anymore until 200 mil plus. So I'm gonna only go back there to get some collections, pretty much is the only thing I'll be doing. So that place kind of seemed a little imbalanced or something, I don't know. But then the Everlight is like super boring until you get to the last two mysteries, which are really cool. But there's a lot of page mysteries there, and it's also a bit of a pain to get around. Not a lot of deposit boxes there, so not really my favorite place to train, but it's got a cool aesthetic at least. And that's kind of doubly true for this area right here where I'm at. The Stormguard Citadel looks amazing. It's super cool, and I love the way it looks and everything, but it is kind of a pain to get around, even if you have the portals unlocked. And also, the training is a nightmare. You basically require porters. That's probably my least favorite part about this skill, outside of the competition at caches, is the fact that you essentially are required to use porters at any place above like 95, which, I mean, you're not required, but it's basically required. Like, it's even worse than like frickin' going to Rune Rocks with a yak in whenever, even without a yak. Like, going to Rune Rocks in 2007, you could probably still get back more quickly than some of the places, like especially here at the Stormguard Citadel and stuff. I don't know. It just seems like it would have been nice if you could have maybe, like, I'm up here at the Howl's Workshop, right? Maybe I could have, found something at his bench, or even there could have just been like a hotspot where you could build an additional deposit box with some construction skill or something. I don't know. It just seems like it would make perfect sense to have that. Maybe make it expensive. Maybe make it so you have to unlock them for each site at the shop at the cost of chronotes. I don't know. It just seems like it would have been a little bit better to not require you to have these porters, which are from a different skill, in order to get anywhere near efficient training. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's probably my biggest gripe with the skill at the moment. But, what can you do? I am just going and getting porters whenever I need them, because you do need them. But other than that, the other dig sites I didn't mention, Warforge is overall a cool dig site. I think the keys really need to be less rare into the Forge mystery. And it's also kind of a shallow dig site. It's like one small room and then one big room, and there's not a whole lot else to discover once I guess getting in the Forge is pretty cool. But I think Caradet just like overshadows all the other dig sites pretty heavily, in my opinion. Like, you have the pylons, you have the shadow anchors around that you can power, you have the Praetorium War Table that you can discover and enter. Then the mysteries are really cool and actually have like puzzles to solve. And those are probably the main things. And there's like multiple rooms. Like, there's the outside room, then the main fortress, the war table is its own room, the prison, the second area in the back of the prison, the shadow vault itself. I don't know. Anyways, I've been rambling on for far too long here, you guys. I hope you did enjoy this video for all of the TETRACOMPASS loots. Unfortunately, we didn't get any keys at all, but maybe we can get one on the road to 200 mil at some point. That would be pretty sweet. Blurberry special in the bank, taunting me whenever I open it now from the Saren Spirit. And yeah, hopefully we can break our way up into rank 1 at some point, because that would be pretty sick. Thanks for watching, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.